Hey guys, welcome back to Clueless Gamers. I'm Pete.
I'm Dylan.
Nick T.
And it's a little bit of an awkward kind of intro here because we are virtual, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen. We're back here for the Moon Knight trailer reaction. If you've been by this channel, you know what the character of Moon Knight means to me. I've been speaking about this character to these gentlemen and probably everyone in my life, and you guys here at home for a long time. He's just, there's so much greatness that you could talk about, how wacky, how crazy the character is, how brutal the character is, and this has been something I've been looking forward to forever. Dill, do you know anything about this character? You looking forward to anything? I mean, this is going to be a Disney Plus show. Where are you kind of at on this?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to learning about the character. I don't really know anything about him, just that he's got a lot of mental demons. I don't know to the degree of what those are or how those are, like, you know, how those will be shown, but I really just don't know much about him. But I'm very excited to see the trailer and see the show. Yeah,
Nick T?
heard a lot of good things.
Yeah, I think everything I know is directly from you. I know it's pretty trippy. I know that this Egyptian god or something is pretty demented and is cohabitating this guy. So I think that's really a really interesting dynamic.
Yeah, it is really interesting. We'll talk more after the trailer, so let's get into it, gentlemen. So without further ado, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, the good old Rubik's Cube.
I love a good Rubik's Cube.
Oh, he's locking himself in his room.
Between my waking life and dreams.
Oh yeah, opts for a British accent.
Part of his other persona. Cool, like the white and black too.
I think I'm losing it.
The Kid Cudi remix.
Yeah, I know.
We'll catch you on.
You're
bloody useless. Stevie.
Stephen.
So he's going by that other alter ego.
He's got multiple. Oh,
Oh, there's Khonshu right there.
Thank you.
What's the contact?
yeah, that was creepy. I love it.
Hope you find it.
Thanks.
He's gonna kill this Oscar.
Dude, Oscar, he's such an incredible actor. This is what, and the reflection that stays there.
He's gonna learn.
Oh my God, you're alive. What's
Yeah.
wrong with you, Mark?
Why did you call me Mark?
Yeah, Mark.
It must be very difficult. Voice.
Oh, Ethan Hawke's in this?
There's chaos in you.
Jesus.
With the moon symbol there in the shadow.
Embrace the chaos.
Oh, there's the suit.
Are we gonna get a clear shot?
What is that he was beating up?
That looks sick.
Has to be somebody. I would
Looks
say,
so
right?
cool.
Oh, that's gonna be great. March 30th. Let's go. Oh,
My
that they show.
The
They showed
iconic
that
shot.
little teaser that they did, like 30 seconds they did a couple months ago. March 30th. It's almost like
Wow.
It's
It's
almost
al-
like
it's so
they
close.
knew that I wanted this so bad that they said let's put it in his birthday month.
It's a little birthday gift for
Little
Pete.
birthday-
Well,
Yeah.
and the trailer showed during your NFL team's playoff game as well.
Exactly.
So it's like,
I mean, it feels perfect.
It's-
Before
this
I go
is for
into my
you.
thoughts, Dill, you watched that trailer. What are your first initial thoughts? What are you thinking?
yeah, I mean, that trailer kind of demonstrated the small bit that I knew of the character, just the mental demons that he's clearly facing. I loved the outfit that he has, you know, the costume at the end and him just beating the hell out of someone. And it's interesting because I know that it's supposed to be a very brutal character, a very dark character, but the actual, like, a human that we see seems like scared and timid and not like that at all. So it's fascinating to me that when he kind of, I guess, transforms into Moon Knight, he becomes this, like, unhinged person, and that's going to be very exciting to see. So yeah, very excited for this show. This is probably since WandaVision the most excited I've been for a Disney Plus TV show.
Oh, that's good to hear. Nick,
Yeah.
I absolutely love it based on the look of this trailer. I mean, I was initially like really looking forward to like Moon Knight the hero, but like after watching this, I'm equally interested to see Mark slash Steven as a person
Yeah.
because it really creates so much interest into what he's dealing with outside of the whole Moon Knight aspect. So I'm really excited to see how that comes into play, how that sort of shapes him as a person. Because it's clearly just not just this whatever the god's name is. You know, there's definitely more at play with him as a person. And I'm really excited to see that. And on top of that, I don't know the level of threat that occurs in this guy's, world, but it seemed like whatever he was beating up did not seem human. So I don't
Could
know.
not be. I mean, it's a possibility. He's
But I'm
encountered
very interested.
everything from common street thugs and thieves in the comics to Dracula. I mean, so there's really everything you could do with Moon Knight. They seem to be taking a little bit different of a take, which is what I expected. I mean, the MCU does kind of its own thing where the suit, see how the suit comes on there, which looks
Right.
amazing visually. It
Wraps
kind of-
like a mummy almost.
yeah, where it wraps like a mummy. That is
Yeah.
not really the case in the comics. He kind of just puts on the suit like
Oh,
this
like a
character
person.
gets compared a lot to Batman. A lot of times people say that this was Marvel's answer to Batman because one of his personas, actually the Steven persona, he's usually like kind of a billionaire playboy. Has a butler, so there's a
Oh.
lot of similarities in that realm. I think Jake Locke or Jake Lockley is his other persona. You could correct me if I'm wrong down below. And then Mark Spector.
He's multiple.
Yeah, he suffers from multi-personality disorder. Mark is normally the mercenary that kind of then becomes later on a hero of Moon Knight. And then you have Steven is usually kind of the billionaire playboy side. And then kind of the Locke or Lockley part is kind of like a old beaten down kind of man who drinks a lot and all this other stuff.
My God, I'm so interested to see this.
So there's a few things there in that trailer that I see on the first initial stuff. So if there's anything that you guys catch, you can let us know down below. You see Khonshu a few times there, which is the Egyptian god of the moon for Marvel, for the MCU. It's usually also the god of vengeance, which is the entire idea of getting inside of Mark's head and constantly bothering and talking to him about you need to pay kind of your penance. You need vengeance. I need blood. Like that's what kind of drives Mark or Steven or whoever insane. So that's going to be an interesting element there, especially if they're going more the supernatural in terms of the actual putting on of the suit, and if Mark slash Steven doesn't even really remember himself as much.
Which seems to be the case given the trailer in multiple ways.
Which is something that they play with sometimes in the comics, but most of the time, like Mark is aware of what the hell is going on. It's just that he has this almost kind of deal with the devil kind of situation, and he argues with Khonshu all the time. Sometimes Khonshu abandons him or leaves him. There's also this idea of I'm interested to see what they're going to do in the show in terms of power set, because sometimes he is like a Batman, right? He literally has moonarangs instead of batarangs. Like,
I mean, that's the trailer image.
he has, instead of a Batwing, it's a literal half crescent moon ship. Like, so it's very Batman-like in that way. And then there's other times where Khonshu kind of gives him accelerated healing. He kind of has a degree of super strength. So I'm wondering what they're going to do with that. I kind of would like to see a little bit more of the powered side of it, because I think that's where
Definitely.
you differentiate from the Batman-like kind of persona and you get away from that. And as you said, Nick T, they really seem to be going heavily into the multi-personality style of the comics when they kind of go down that route. And I love that. And we see
Me too.
where you have Khonshu there as he's imagining that in the elevator. You see the golden statue in the background. He obviously works at a museum, an Egyptian museum here in the Egyptian exhibit. So all of these ideas are going back to Khonshu, which the Steven side is not aware of. And I think when he goes into the wall and has all that stuff in there, that's probably kind of like a dead drop of what Mark left behind. And now it's going to be piecing together of he's not even aware Mark is a person that is literally him. That whole life is completely separate because it's a multi-personality disorder.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to discover as we go on in the show that Mark is the one that made a deal and came across Khonshu. That is what is going on here. And that voice, could it be Marlene, longtime love interest in the comics? There was, I forget the woman's name, you could tell me down below. There was an actress that was cast in one of the lead roles in the show. I mean, it would kind of make sense.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah, so there's a lot of elements going on there. Obviously, we cannot talk about the trailer with what the news that came out in the last couple days. I don't know if you guys are aware, but one
not
of the
aware.
lead actors in this show, I believe he ended up getting cast as Midnight Man, which is a common villain kind of thief thing for Moon Knight. He, unfortunately, the actor passed away a couple days ago. He had an unfortunate just skiing accident in the Alps.
Oh, no.
And yeah, that was it. So
Wow.
So
That's terrible.
We can't have this trailer reaction without saying that and obviously giving the best to his family and friends. And
Of
all that
course,
stuff.
I had no idea.
Looking forward to his performance as well. This is kind of his first or second kind of huge role in terms of the American audience. He's a French actor, but stuff I was reading even earlier today, he's apparently immensely talented in kind of the European scene of films and TV shows he was doing there. So, that's going to be a
It's really
bittersweet
sad, yeah.
because I'm sure that his performance is going to be fantastic, and then just knowing that we're not going to be able to get anything ever again. So so I just wanted to say that as well. But the trailer itself just looks great.
Blew me away.
Can't wait. And then, what is your vibe? I'll go to you, Dill, first, about kind of the Ethan Hawke character. He's the one that's standing there. Everyone's kind of like genuflecting to him in the middle of one of these, it looks like European town squares. I mean, he's cast as the villain of this show. So what kind of vibe are you getting from him in that little...
Yeah, so I had no idea that he was even the villain, because I don't know anything about the universe or the characters, at least when it comes to Moon Knight. So that's kind of news to me. Yeah, he seems like this guy that had a lot of followers, that had a lot of worshipers. I mean, I could kind of even just pull from that trailer that there was probably something antagonistic going on with him, just in the way that he was being demonstrated. I feel like a character that is almost viewed as like a god to certain people, like a god to like the peasants almost, always has kind of messed up tendencies, and that's kind of the vibe that I got in the trailer. And the fact that he's also able to see through our main character here and say that there's chaos within you, that he's able to identify that maybe right away, is maybe not a good sign as well, that he knows something else is going on here. So yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be very interesting to see the dynamic between Moon Knight and Ethan Hawke's character.
Nick T?
Yeah, definitely. I think without knowing that he was going to be the main villain, like I already got like cult leader vibes from him immediately. I'm like, this guy is definitely up to no good. Can definitely sense something. So his maybe some degree of supernatural ability. So I think that either that or he's just really good at reading people, but as cult leaders tend to be. But it seems really interesting. So I am definitely for it. I like Ethan Hawke as an actor, so I think either way, I'm very excited for this villain.
Yeah, he's a fantastic actor. I believe he's been nominated a few times for
Definitely.
Academy Awards. So he's a great actor. I believe they came out and said, I think he's something like Arthur Hammond or something like that, something around those lines. You correct me if I'm wrong. He's a villain that was in very kind of cult-like, was in one comic. Some other people have been saying, is this an amalgamation that I've seen online between that character and the Sun King, which is kind of a Moon Knight reoccurring villain as well, which would
Interesting
then kind of
opposite.
give him the cult factor and kind of the power factor to kind of compete with Moon Knight. So I could definitely see them kind of mending the two together, and it's kind of going down that route as well. And I'm just looking forward to watching the show. We're obviously going to be reacting to it on the channel, and I can't wait to just point out, hopefully, Easter eggs that I catch to people that are just not as familiar with Moon Knight, because this is just... I can't stress how much I've been wanting this.
You're up your alley, man.
And this is just, and it's just, this is everything I wanted. And having Oscar Isaac, a fantastic actor, playing
love this guy, dude.
You can't get any better than that, right? Like,
can't.
it's
You can't.
going to be so perfect for him to go back and forth and really struggle with his multiple identities. So that's kind of what I am looking forward to. You guys have any other final thoughts that you want to talk about, or are you good?
My last thought is just that I've loved Oscar Isaac as an actor for a long time now. I think when I first watched Ex Machina, I'm like, oh, this guy is my new favorite actor. And then since then, every role I've seen him in, I've been in love with. And I think this will be no different. I'm really excited to see his performance, and I welcome him into the MCU.
Yes. Dill?
Yeah, again, besides WandaVerse, this is my WandaVision, excuse me. I'm so used to multiverse, God. Besides WandaVision, I haven't been this excited for a Disney Plus Marvel TV show. So yeah, I mean that says all it needs to, and I think we're getting into a good era here, right? We got Moon Knight, the TV show, and when this show is wrapping up or kind of in its middle section, we're gonna have Multiverse of Madness, which I just cannot wait for, and so. The MCU here, the new phase keeps rolling on, carrying off the momentum of a great Spider-Man film, and yeah, a very good time to be alive if you're a superhero fan.
Absolutely well said. I mean, we got Black Panther at the end of the year this year. We think we're getting She-Hulk and Miss Marvel also on Disney Plus as well.
Wow.
And then what else am I missing? There's another one in the summer in July that I'm missing. You could let me know down below. But there's another movie that's coming.
It's not the Marvels, is it?
No, that is next
That's
year.
the Miss.
That's next year.
Because
Oh, yeah.
Miss Marvel has to come out before then. You have to have Kamala Khan.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there's one other movie in July.
Oh, Thor: Love and Thunder.
That's it. You got it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Thor: Love and Thunder.
Our
it's gonna
God
be-
Butcher
it's gonna
with
be
our
a-
God Butcher baby.
Exactly. Can't wait. We'll talk more about that. But guys, let us know what you thought of the trailer reaction down below as we're virtual here. Like the video, subscribe channel, share with your friends if you'd be so kind. And we're looking forward to talking to you next time. Till next trailer reaction. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Peace. Thank you.